telling me all night long. Gasoline and groceries, the list goes on and on. This 9 to 5 ain't working. Why the hell do I work so hard? I can't worry about my problems. I can't take them when I'm gone. 1, here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round, we need plenty more. 2 stepping on the table, she don't need a dance floor. Oh my, good lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Daniels got a history. There's a party downtown near Fifth Street. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy.
Coming closer, know that I'm a mess. Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. I run, I run, I run. Pulling deeper, I cannot confess. Drowning in the chaos, I can't catch my breath, 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 Drowning in the chaos, I can't catch my breath, Coming closer, tangled up in wires, pulling deeper, drowning in the chaos. Coming closer, know that I'm a mess. Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. I run, I run, I run. Pulling deeper, I cannot confess. Drowning in the chaos, I can't catch my breath, 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 breath. I can't catch my breath, 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 breath. Drowning in the chaos, I can't catch my breath, 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 breath.
In-game. Nani the fuck do you mean? Are you that desperate in Standard League, dude? Actual Shield of Shattering. Someone's got some tech. I don't know. Yes. Unitide brand base debuff duration is now 2 seconds, previously 1. Now deals 389. I was blaring some music, getting the vibe back up, but turns out my brain can't handle both. Unitide brand, huh? Interesting. Interesting. I'll cut and dry. That'll help me get through it. All right, Miss Carlton. Point me in the direction. Oh my god.
Like any other elementalist build, it will carry you to do everything that the game has to offer without much issues. Now, in the upcoming 3.29 patch, I don't think the build fundamentally is going to change a lot. They talk about having a new cold keystone, and hopefully they can get to some cold dot skill, because I didn't see any change to winter type brand. They buff cold snap, but it's for the hit portion, which can crit. So overall, I don't think there's going to be too much change. Now, if you play this build in 3.28, there was the...
All right. Everyone pause everything. Everyone pause everything unless you're deep into thought, in which case continue. But if not, pause. You hear? Okay. I'll be thinking too much into the Legion side of things and not enough into the All Flame side of things. You know what, Chad? I think he's right.
Mirage League, and there was Imbue Gem, which effectively give you more like 20% more damage. This is gone in 3.29 because Mirage is not really going core, so we don't have that coin that give you the Imbue Gem anymore. However, they are adding a new Empower spell skill gems called Pack of War, which is going to empower your 3 non-ailment damage over time spell, which you can use it on Winter type Ren, and it's effectively going to give you 40% more damage with the debuff for another 25% increased damage over time on the boss, which means that you will have massively improved your single target damage in the endgame. So with all those changes, I think overall this build get buff in the endgame because single target damage is usually the build weakness, and we kind of fix that with the Pack of War, which is also can be pretty nice for mapping as well. For 3.29, the written guide on mobalytics and the POB, which the link I'll put here is always will be up to date. It will be updated already by the time this video is up. I have all the variants of the build, starting from the campaign. It will take you all the way into endgame. But of course, this do not include everything, as things will change in the patch. There will be new items, new synergy that we can find out. But yeah, I also have a mini written format for the campaign progressions. It will be on both website and the POB, so pick whatever platform you prefer. As the patch come out, there will be new synergies, items, and gems, of course. When in doubt, this guide will always be the most up-to-date on the written guide, and just make sure you favorite the written guide and come back for any changes that I made to the build. For the Ascendancy, obviously I'm choosing Elementalist due to the fact that we do more damage, and it's better in trade in my opinions. And the campaign is really easy. Once you get Leech of the Primordial, you're gonna get 4 golems, and they're gonna carry you through the rest of the campaign, even with the nerf. And then we have Shaper of Storm as our second point, and this one help us don't need to run Skitterball Aura for shock, and we have like a Strongless shock. And then I go for the Shaper of Winter. This is a defensive note because it chill enemy better, and our skills are already chill, and it just help you survive a lot easier in the early game when you like don't have a lot of gear yet. And then we go for Mastermind of Discord. Now if you want more damage, you can also go for Heart of Destruction for conversion. Just be mindful that we don't benefit too much from the AoE and the conversion effects. It doesn't have 100% uptime, so 30% more is actually we only get like about half of that. So for the early game, this is my preferred ascendancy point, and later on in like a really late game setup where you are tanky and you go for a block setup, then you can just take Heart of Destruction. That way you have more damage when needed.
No, I mean you did, but it needed to be instantly shut down. No, because what you said was 100% accurate. So I was like, all right, well, what mechanic am I hoping to get out of this? Right, and I'm looking at Legion, because Legion's been buffed. Slash has a super cool new thing. And then the thing about Legion is that if it's okay at Legion, it should be able to do a bit of Breach. Because Breach will still be okay. Even if it's just for XP. Early. But like, unless some shit gets super crazy, which it could with the all flame thing, with all the stacking and like the fucking Fubguna, whatever the Fubguna plan is from it. If you can do either of those things, it should just be able to do that. So I did kind of think, yeah, like it's not like it's a new metamorph or something where it's like, oh, you're gonna make a big boss, and I'm like, okay, so I need something that's like needs a lot of single target. It's like, oh no, it's kind of just like delving. Holy shit, it's very delvy. But like delvy in the way, I suppose there's still a new boss, but it's not enough that I'm thinking I need to make a bosser. Well, I went to mines purely because I wanted to go anywhere that didn't start very north of the tree. Because I saw the Exsanguinate and Reap buffs and thought, oh yeah, but what do they play Fizz Dot on? Elementalist. So then I was like, well, I could still play like Reap Exsanguinate Mine. So it's not like the nerfs to the mines is like that bad, and then they buffed Exsanguinate and Reap anyway, so it's like, oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine, and then it got better. So Bladefall, Blade Blast, Slinger, Cock Assassin. Okay. I've resorted to just going through like Mobalytics, like posted guides, just to see, because there's a lot of the videos I'm seeing are like, oh, here are the builds I recommend, and it's like links to old videos, like old builds, and so I'm like, well, yeah, but like these are the tried and trusteds, but where's the interesting stuff? Where's like there's never going to be an assassin build here because they've changed it, right? I'm looking for the assassin in places where the assassin's not going to be. So now I've come here. Start off in Act 1 with Blight, Essence Drain, Contagion setup. Interesting. Which will stay through to Act 3 after killing General Grievous in the barracks. In the barracks Obama. You'll unlock Bladefall. Is here where we transition. Fuck is this? Low fizz max hit for now. One button, obscene DPS. Got chat, you see this? You see specifically this word, it says obscene. Obscene DPS. Can tank Shaper Beams with instant leech recovery. Because I want to do the 30% instant leech. Because it's leech, not like life leech or mana leech. So like ES leech. Yeah, EB mom. EB mom me up. Okay. Act 1, Contagion, ED, Blight. What's Blight? Is it just the debuff one? I can't think about how this plays in a quick minute / maybe not ever. Well, I don't know who this Kai person is, but we think the new change is going to give me 5 links the whole way through. Just kidding. I appreciate people that don't just like limit in their guides. They're not just like, oh, here's like 2 supports. They give you like a fucking full list of things to use. Give you a bit of doesn't really matter. Most of these are blue. 3 out of 4 of these supports are blue, so it doesn't really matter. But I like when they list like one of each color. Like the red one's just there, like just in case you roll the red socket. But now we're all in white sockets, so. But I will still forever appreciate the people that did it. Sometimes I don't want to use my brain power. Can't read my, no, you can read on my poker face. Do you want? But you don't want to read it? Yeah. In 2 mana per enemy hit with attacks, 15% reduced mana cost of attacks. At least this new wording seems like it's just going to be easier to do the math in my head, right? %, accuracy. Okay. Which one? Which I understand is part of the problem you're trying to solve, but which one? Yep, that one. The rune one? The orb one? Not just Orb of Storms, is it?
To make a quick video talking about Fizz.Elementalist, which is a build that got buffed recently in the patch notes, which I guess inspired Rue to make a starter POB for it, and up to end game, I think he has like 20 million DPS or something POB ready that that I will be linking in my Google document along with all the leveling POBs. First and foremost, why Elementalist? Well, we have tons of scaling through our golems. Our golems gives us increased damage. They give us damage over time multiplier. They give us regen. They give us global defenses. They're just super solid. And then on top of that, we're an elementalist, so we scale shock. We can get like 40-50 shock even on Ubers. And we scale chill, which also makes us take less damage through the enemy's chilled buyer hits less than their damage dealt by half of chill effect. And I also take Bastion in hardcore. I think you could probably go for like a Ferula Ascendancy or something else with the Bloodline stuff in softcore if you're interested in doing that. However, I personally will likely keep Bastion forever. I have made a leveling POB for this, so I personally the Bloodline stuff in softcore if you're interested in doing that. However, I personally will likely
God
keep
fucking
Bastion
damn it, I
forever.
never think about Bloodlines.
I have made a leveling POB for this, so you
see
start
the new
off
Bloodlines?
basically with rolling magma into
The barnacles look interesting as fuck. They're delayed a week, I think. I don't know if they're all coming a week later, but or both coming, but that's just where I was. But I very rarely ever think about wanting a bloodline before week 1. I'm like, I'll deal with it when I can be bothered, which is definitely post.
Firestorm, and then we swap to Fizzdot around level 65 to 70. And then this is just a very, very basic gear, like 1.7 mil at level 88 here with, 2 mod items, very, very basic gear. And then I wanted to show you guys a more setup character here. I believe this character that I have in game is about 5 to 8 million. With in power 4, I have some awakened gems, plus 2 amulet. I think chat estimated this gear to be about 30 div. Obviously, it's hard to say. The cast speed mods here are worthless for Poet's Pen setup. Now, there is 2 different setups for this. There is this setup that's on my character right now. I will show you both of them. This is Poet's Pen, Hamo. We're using Kinetic Blast, and we are just speed clearing maps. So my plan is to use this for T16 Legion farming, something like that. And then there is the self-cast setup, which will end up doing more single target, and will just do more damage in general toward the end game. The Poet's Pen setup lacks in single target damage, so keep that in mind. Let's do some T16 Dunes. You can put on 2 Inspired Learnings. I don't...
Is Poet's Pen... What's the trigger on it? When you attack. Okay. Makes
I want
sense.
to swap this around right now, but that is an option if you choose to do so. Put it on the Legion tree here. All right. So this is why people love the Fizzdot setup. You press your CF at the start of the map, and then it will stay up for the whole map as long as you're killing stuff. I will take out the Empower 4 to be a little bit more ethical in the gear level here, since gem level is a very large scaler for the build. And we'll do some Legion here. Inspired Learning definitely will help a lot. It is solid clear for this with the Kinetic Blast. I think Wanderers would probably have a bit more clear for this kind of mechanic, but at the end of the day, it's pretty good. Okay, Viper is bugged. We gotta wait 9 more seconds. I can't do any damage. Unlucky. But yeah, I plan to play this for like 3 to 4 days, farm Legion for a while, get some solid gear before moving on to like tier 17 base farming. And I will say for this build, it seems like it will probably be at about 15-20 mil dot with quite high-end gear, and if scaling it past that seems to get quite a bit harder. So keep that in mind. Maybe you want to respec to like an Elementalist Wander with Mage's Blood if you're rich or something. But yeah, just important to keep that in mind. I'll do a couple legions here and then swap over to the self-cast setup and do a fortress for you guys. Now, even on Elementalist, we are quite tanky. We have a 8 to 9k pool. We have almost cap block on this character. You can very easily get cap block, 75-75. And then you also get 4 endurance charges. And Bastion. Oh, Divine Orb in the showcase. My League Start RNG. No, man. Inspired Learning definitely makes these Legion clears like way better, so I would suggest using 2 of those probably if you're just gonna blast Legions for a long time. Nice little Divine Orb there. And we also have a decent amount of armor and physical mitigation in general just from having armor energy shield bases. Aegis also gives a lot of armor. And on top of that, I have like an 8 PDR roll on my chest, so it's like really solid defense for an Elementalist. Better than I was anticipating, honestly. Like, that I'm even able to...
Trying to come up. None the wiser. Good old Elementalist. Alright. This is the one for sure. Assassin?
Hello, this is my League Starter guide for my Slinger
Hello.
Bladefall Blade Blast Assassin. This is a one-button setup that's received a slew of massive buffs I just could not ignore. Upwards of 30% instant leech on Assassin with a setup like this, with hundreds of hits per second, means you are face tanking like 5 Shaper Beams on like day 2. Lucky crits, double crit multi, 100% increased mark effect, massive buffs to Bladefall and Blade Blast. I am League starting this. Test runs live right now at twitch.tv/pathofky. And in this video, I will go over all the gear, gems, jewels, and the passive tree, including a full act-by-act, step-by-step POB and written guide, which I will link below. I'll first off with a brief overview of the mechanics of the build. Here is our character, Omega Giga New Hidden Tech, level 95 assassin that I've shaved 10 points off of, so it's effectively level 85 in standard. And we just have a bunch of day 1 gear that I'll go over later in the video with a 1 essence crafted wand. We are using Spell Slinger, 2 setups, one with Blade Fall and one with Blade Blast. For those of you who don't know, Spell Slinger is a reservation skill that reserves your mana based on the number of supports linked to the skill. It also gives the flat added damage of your wand, in our case just that fizz damage at the top, to your spells, and in addition, it makes your spells cast automatically whenever you use a wand skill.
What did he just say?
In our case, just that skill. It also gives the flat added damage of your wand, in our case, just that fizz damage at the top, to your spells, and in addition, it makes your spells cast automatically whenever you use a wand skill, in our case, Frenzy. So, as you're walking around, all you're doing is using Frenzy. It's automatically casting your Blade Fall and your Blade Blast. We're also Evasion Energy Shield based, taking Eldritch Battery, which causes our Energy Shield to cover our mana before our life. This
And
covers
Mom.
all of our mana costs.
Baby Mom.
And then we also take Mind Over Matter, which makes 40% of damage taken from our mana before our life, aka our Energy
Speaking
Shield.
my
This,
language.
in a way, effectively doubles the amount of leech that you're receiving, splitting your damage up before the life and the Energy Shield at the same time. So I'm going to grab a Highwayman here on day 1. This is just for the 1% of damage leached as lifeline. There isn't really a good way to get spell life leech on day 1. Other options are going to be an Eldritch implicit on your gloves that will say physical damage leached as life, or the Adzeri's belt, Doriani's something. The physical leech variant is also another option. However, this thing is just 1C on day 1. I'm going to grab it. It's going to be the instant solution for the leech. We'll replace it shortly after. Next up, I'll talk about our gems really quick. We have Spell Slinger linked to Blade Fall, Spell Cascade, increased critical damage, increased critical strikes, and then Cruelty. with Slinger, Blade Blast, crit damage support, increased AoE. We have a Frost Blink and just a Lightning Golem. That's not really meaning anything right now. Herald of Ash, faster attacks, Frenzy Barrage, Shield Charge, faster attacks, Momentum, Steel Skin, Automation. And as you see, we're floating a couple of gem sockets right now. I actually forgot to use the vulnerability in the entire footage recording, but you'll be having Whispers of Doom and a vulnerability in there as well. Talking briefly about Blade Blast and Blade Fall. In PoB right now, currently, Blade Fall is just better to use in the 6th link, but it does depend on the exact number of Blade Blasts that you're getting to overlap. This isn't an exact science on how many hits you're getting per Blade Blast. I feel like I've been fairly conservative with it, marking it, I think, 7 or 8 out of the 15 that we'll have per Blade Fall. It's going to go up or down depending on the size of the boss that you're facing or the single target, but in general clear, I'd say 7 or 8 is like a fair number of hits. Next up, I'm just going to walk you through the PoB here, talk about the act leveling, how to progress the character, gear that you're going to be looking for, transitioning from, you know, your early setups into Slinger, and then Slinger into Cast on Crit later, as well as going over all of the gear and gems and stuff. And the first thing I want to go over is our configurations in here, so no one gets confused, okay? So at the top, we have a crit strike multiplier and 30% less critical hit chance. This is basically calculating bifurcation. So when you have bifurcation, it rolls your crit twice. If you don't crit the first time, it'll roll again and then you crit. Okay, that's basically just lucky crit. But if you crit the first time and then you crit the second time, then it doubles your crit multi. So all you do is you look at your crit multi here. Okay, take off the mod. So we have 580% crit multi. Base crit multi is 150. So you just take 580 minus 150 number. You could easily bump this, which is 20.
Double crit multi, good. Got it.
Spell Slinger. That's a lot more added flat damage that we're getting from our wand there. And yeah, so we have Death Mark, which now has the increased effect of your marks per power charge. So I have 70% set in there. We have the 20% of Leech's instant, which doesn't even calculate properly in PoB. That effectively doesn't do anything. We have cap your resistances, cap your resistances. That simple. And then at the bottom here, we have a forced Spell Slinger and Cast on Crit attack speed line that I've just used to force trigger rates to be max. Both on Spell Slinger and Lancing Steel Spring, trigger rate does not calculate properly in PoB. As far as I've seen, the only way to get it working is to force cap it with this attack speed. If anyone knows a better way, I am all ears. So make sure when you're looking at your thing, you're just removing like your Frenzy or Lancing Steel Spring DPS in here, but those basically don't matter at all, okay? So here's like basically like your day 1 character, you know, your T16 mapper. I have just all 2 stat gear in here. Basically just life, preferably an increased line of like evasion or flat evasion and energy shield, stuff like that. But it's basically just life and res on all of this gear. You're going to pick up a Highwayman for literally 1C to give you your life leech. This is incredibly important. Do this immediately. And then we have a wand crafted for our Slinger. All you're going to do is you're going to grab a decent wand base. Profane wand is not ideal. Prophecy wands are better. Anything with like an increased spell damage on there, those are stuff to look for on your wand. Okay, so starting off here, you are Act 1, and you are using Freezing Pulse, Frost Bomb leveling. These are both getting a pretty sizable buff, and I think they'll feel pretty comfy. You can also level with Venom Gyre into Peaconk, or Holy Flame Totem, Rolling Magma if you want to do the Mule, or someone can give you those gems. Those are going to be really strong as well. But I just kept it simple. Freezing Pulse and Frost Bomb. It's been a while. Let's play that, huh? You're going to keep on that through Act 1, 2, and up into halfway of Act 3. And then once you down Gravicious in Act 3, that is when you get access to Bladefall. And that is when you can transition off of the Freezing Pulse setup into Bladefall, Blade Blast, Slinger. You pick up your 2 Slingers, and then you pick up your Frenzy, and you're good to go. Moving into Act 4, we're going to progress and immediately pick up the Slinger Reservation efficiency. So that allows us to pick up our 5-link when we can, and we use an additional ore in the meantime. Here is where we also pick up Eldritch Battery. Okay, when you take Eldritch Battery, you need to make sure that you have enough energy shield to actually use this. Okay.
Oh. Thank you for the gifted. That's so nice of you. She's out here gifting and not even subbed herself. That's crazy. Oh, thank you for the use. Just supporting. Well, thank you. That's really perked me up because I'm just sitting here very fucking confused about my life. Sexually. Don't have my straight muted, do you? I was like, no, that was just through the stream. Aren't we all sexually confused? I don't know. Mr. Primo? Sir? Are you sexually confused? Yes. Yes, you are sexually confused? No. No, you're not sexually confused. Maybe? Yes, no, maybe? I don't know. Nice. Nice. No, that's good. That's good. Oh. Oh. No way. No way, dude. No way. Son of a bitch. I miss the good old days. That was my favorite part of watching movies. The AFK screen. What are we playing? When you pause for too long? Yeah. It was like, just take the piss break and... You seen the, like, videos of, like, I don't know, like, full-grown adults sitting around drinking beers while watching the DVD hit the corner thing? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, sometimes I watch those videos and it's like, that's the only reason I get up tomorrow morning. They get rowdy as fuck. They know why they're getting up in the morning. Let me double check. You're making ramen? I would love some. Hang on. I can be the someone. I don't know if this one has audio. This one doesn't have audio. Oh.
It's happening, people. Oh.
How did the audio get... Sound is working?
Oh, I didn't get... Oh, my stream is muted. Fuck, that'll do it.
Okay, so I've somehow managed to mute it for myself. Excellent.
Ding dong, mother...
Is there audio on that?
Ding dong! Definitely.
Oh yeah, like that definitely worked. That's how I knew the audio was working.
Vibe.
But like at this point, I can add jump scares in and just pretend like I'm a god. Because no one's ever gonna know, except for the fact that I just told you. Do not be a bitch.
Don't tell me how to cook the sauce. All right?
What did he say?
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing out. I'm turning it back on.
call me. Don't come by my house. We're done.
No, I don't really feel like it.
I really feel like what is happening? Time to the spam starts now. Good luck. Okay. Just gonna go mute myself.
Show me them titties, boy.
What? Only for Mr. Vader. I missed this version of the movie. I think that one's on the band website.
Don't turn your back. Don't look away, and don't blink.
Not blinking. Actually, there was one I was meant to do. Make eye contact is a very strange thing to be asked.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I'm just letting you know. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? Holy fuck. Oh, that's the one. That's the one right there. Does this work if I add it to the top?
Writing? Oh, nothing. Drawing. Drawing conclusions.
I think this one's going to be temporarily on Channel Point. Oh, it's not here yet. Disregard. Fuck, that's loud. Fuck, that's loud. Holy shit. Thank you very much for going through the depths and finding it.
That can't be good. Having that randomly go off.
Oh. No. No, I don't imagine it.
Holy fuck me, dude. I'm never...
John, is that on Gia?
Yeah, it was, dude. Holy
Do I have
shit.
that?
No, you don't have that one enabled, or else you would die. You should turn that on. You should make like $500. You make that shit $1,000.
I'll turn it on right now. I'll turn it on right now. You think I'm so damn pushy? You so damn pushy? I'll turn it on right now.
Make it $1,000, or else you're just gonna sound like you're in the middle of Chicago.
All right, now we go to the hoochie doochie room next to the thingamabob, next to the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, down and to the left, yeah.
What?
Oh, every time.
Did it get you?
It got me. All right, you got me. I crotch chop all
Why don't we go back? Go back to the original.
You're dead to me. Die in hell and rot there. It's 4 in the morning, and there's a lot of people that fall asleep with this stream off, and I guarantee you, we just woke a ton of them up. 3K people just 3,000 mongulators. I think
The stare. Oh, the stare gets me every time. Every time. Every single time. Oh, it's fantastic. So that's why I said I don't know if that one's staying as a channel point redeem. Because I don't know if my heart's good enough. Man, man, I really want ramen now. Anyway, back to work.
That means you need just basically base energy shield
not done.
evasion pieces on your character.
Job's not done.
Or base energy shield pieces. I have picked up Essence Surge.
What's there to be happy about?
Here just to indicate to people that you can take this if you need
Job's
to.
not done.
Okay,
That's what you say, job's not done.
Patch fix your gear, give you enough energy shield to sustain Eldritch Battery. Okay, but you do not
Can't
need
be
this on
happy,
if you
job
have
not
an
done,
Eldritch
chat.
or energy shield to sustain without it. Then once you reach Act 5, you're pretty much done changing things. You're just going to progress into this tree, start out picking up Wand Mastery, you know, get your power charges, AoE, crit, life, power charge nodes.
What are you shaking your head at?
Fizz Masteries and all of that, and you're going to be great.
Masterclass?
Okay, moving into early mapping. Here's where we do a little bit of a tree change. This is going to happen probably around like...
All right, I think I want to do the I think I want to do the... What am I doing? An assassin. In theory.
Practice level? No.
I want to see what I'm just gonna do it on. What level do you get? How early on is Essence Strain actually?
Good question.
Good question. Because Cobra Lash is okay. Get to do that cool little Pierce's Blight. That's crazy. Just auto-played on one of those what's that kids movie called?
Guys.
The new one with the Wayman, the demon hunters.
The K-pop Demon Hunters?
The Korean pop group known as Demon Hunters.
Okay.
I believe that's
Sad Boys Rise Up.
I believe that's what it's called. I still can't believe I got hit with a SMH and then silence. Like I feel really left on red here. Suppose I still just go chaos damage. I remember what I was in here doing last time. Viper Strike maybe, and really struggling, but I tell you what, once you're not using that, Mud Flats, easy peasy. Easy peasy. You want to write that one down? Write that one down. Write that one down.
Don't use Cobra Lash, use...
No. Use Cobra Lash, don't use Viper Strike.
Yeah, I fucked up already, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I said write it down. That's why I said... And if you're real bad, I'll get you to do it on the chalkboard a dozen times. Couple dozen times. Jesus.
I don't know if I should bait
Fuck.
myself into it.
What? Bait yourself into what?
Poison
It's
sound.
still so loud. You better not be talking shit about K-pop, Demon Hunters. No, I wasn't. I was just saying it still managed to randomly come on my Spotify. Open Discord and pause the stream. Well, that's not very acceptable, is it? You didn't jump as much as I was expecting. No, I'm not going to jump. My heart will just turn off. Just literally switch off. Fuck. I even read your message and knew it was coming. That one's gonna end up on bits only. You gotta give me like 50 cents to risk a heart attack. That's good gamble. Good gamble. Ow. I'm gonna have PTSD by the end of this. And by this, I mean this stream. Imagine if I was playing a game like Tarkov. Or anything with an actual gun in it. Boom. Did he even say it?
I don't know.
It kind of sounded like he didn't.
Like he made my O sound and then breathed and was
yeah,
gone.
It was just breath. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Tarkov stream when? The end of the month, probably, with the new seasons start. Interesting. Excuse me. Second 24-hour stream for Tarkov season situation. No, I don't. I mean, potentially. Depends if something goes really, really right. But I definitely don't accidentally play Tarkov for 24 hours. I usually end up hating myself around the like 4-hour mark tops. Tops. I like if it pops off, it pops off. So, you know what I'm saying? How did this go so wrong? Yep, that's right. I hate myself just normally. At least it's a game that they cause it for you. No, that's not quite right. You get Essence Strain. Chat, when do we get Essence Strain?
Pass.
Around the 4-hour mark in Tarkov. That's actually very fucking good. Very clever. That's very good. Is this not fucking... The Veil? That's crazy. All right. You listen? I don't know about that. I'd have to get a second opinion on that one. No, it's definitely spreading contagion. I feel like I'm at a point where the only answer to my questions are just going to be solved at about 5:30 a.m. Saturday.
Amen.
One of those questions will be, what do I want for breakfast? And you know what the answer is going to be? Probably some sort of McMuffin.
Yeah.
Maybe one with some lettuce and tomato on it.
Have you had one of them yet?
No, it sounds... Considering I don't eat tomato. All I'm doing is adding lettuce to
I
it.
mentioned it.
It just seemed like one of those things. It was a stupid decision.
Did you have one of the old like BLT ones when they used to be like $2?
I don't think so.
They were definitely nowhere near as good as the other McMuffins, but they were cheap.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if they're $2. I don't know if I'm ever getting used to these sounds. You're gonna catch me deep in thought, and it's gonna be clip worthy. I don't have any links on this, which is something. Yeah, I'm still... Surely the ED... Do I just play ED Contagion?
As what though? Assassin?
Probably not.
I'm looking at my Elementus build and fuck, the soccer pressure's so high.
Well, you probably have 4 golems to thank.
Yeah. Because it's a shit build, I fucking...
And then bang, yeah,
exactly.
Shit. A gunshot's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna be funny. And then we just end up on Warp. We just tuck our tails, be good little boys. What's my build?
Just fucking play Warp.
Bad answer for that. It'd be I'd be less stressed.
Reliquary.
Oh, please do. Please do. Wait, Reliquary. Yeah, still, fuck it. Please do. Just go completely diff. Yeah, we're currently testing a few... We're currently testing a few different things to see what I want to play. I think I need to take this, yeah, I need to take this endgame. Wow, pretty much anything would have worked but this build. But this character. I remember what this must have been a Faracia League one. Oh, it's Mamba. So the name of this character is here, relax.
Go run a map as Mamba.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. Yariak? Thanks, bud. What buttons do I have? Yep. Yep. All looks pretty good to me. Oh yeah, look at everything just explode. Everything's just dead.
Just fucking instantly.
Everything's just dead. Everything's just dead on arrival. Alright, hit me with it, Breach. Not quite as good as Legion. Everything's not spawned. Doesn't quite have the
Yeah, I should play a Mamba build. It's not a projectiles everywhere build, but once the density's up, like, it's the same as.
I got no lead fielders. Yeah. Let me hit Hillock with a
That's insane. That's without any prolift shenanigans too.
Yep. You know what the next part, the next best part about the socket color change next league's going to be? Is like testing something pre the league after. It's just a matter of slapping sockets in.
Yeah.
Or gems in sockets. And like, it's like, oh, everything gets 10% more qual. It'll be technically better.
Can you run through this character quickly just so I can observe? Just, you know,
Wait, what do you want?
free gear.
Do you want gear or?
Yeah.
That's some decent chest piece. Helmet. Decent, nothing crazy. Nice chaos res there. This one's
What's the
pretty
second dagger
difficult to get.
you're using?
This one's pretty difficult to get. This one's pretty difficult to get.
Hmm. Hmm.
Do I need that accuracy? That's a lot of accuracy.
It's a fuck ton of accuracy.
Such a beautiful number. Rounded out to
Yeah. T1.
800 on the dot, though.
Is your middle flask the one that gives despair?
Yes.
Writing. Oh, nothing.
Yes, it is.
Drawing. Drawing conclusions.
None of this is making sense to me. I'm just here to show my support. Well, I appreciate your support, but also nothing makes sense. That's kind of the game. It takes a long time. Long time. Just imagine this as pixels, and collecting pixels is fun. Look at that, though. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. None of this gear is, like... I think... Did we do this in a private league? Was this... I think this wasn't free share. I think this was a...
Nah.
You know that league... The weird event they did?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I did this
I don't think we got Beanos, though.
Yeah, I dropped the Beanos.
I almost was floating the idea of a private league, but I thought on League Start it's probably not.
Yeah,
Probably hard to get people on board.
No, I wouldn't bother
The
taking time
one-time
off work
economy's
if I...
hot as.
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't bother taking time off work if I was starting a private league. Like, it's purely economy-based decisions. What? What do you mean? Like a cookie clicker? Kind of, but a little bit more, a little bit more fun gameplay. Like when you start looking at, just the sheer volume of things that I've clicked over the years. These are all pixels. I'm just here to collect them. But yeah, this was pretty good. Let me, what's on the tree? Did I do anything crazy here? Yeah, that's right. This was just 3 out of 4. 300% increased poison damage ones, like low tolerances. So the gear's not super crazy, I don't think. Like super hard to... it's not like I'm running a mage blood or something that's hard to replicate.
What
How long have you been playing for? I've got like...
Did your ascendancy points get unspec'd?
4,100.
I tried having a look, pulling your POB, but I got nothing.
4,100 hours in it. The tree of completion. This is just the passive tree. You don't get to fill it in. Yeah, I didn't even have I don't even have ascendancy points in.
That's fucking ridiculous. In a good way.
For 4K hours shouldn't have been more filled. You get 100 points. 120 points. So everyone, all the classes share the same skill tree. So all these little symbols here are where other classes spawn. Yeah, it's just a skill tree. We all share the same, like, one big tree. So all these circles here are where other characters start. So this class starts here. So you have easy access to, like, these points. And, like, this one would have easy access to these points, etc. But there's also nothing stopping me from, like, pathing through the middle here and going and collecting these ones. Other than just, like, these ones are just, like, stat nodes, small stat nodes that don't really give you much. Like all these little travel-y ones here. Whereas you got to go into like these nodes to get actual good stuff. If you go Mamba, I'd be impressed. I don't know if that helps you.
Impressed that I did it.
That you... impressed is a weird word to try and defend here. I would think that you have a large penis.
Are you Spectre Assassin on this build? Or are you just a Shadow?
Well, I mean... yes, to both.
Because you're Forbidden Flaming, so I think you weren't actually Assassin ever. Oh, I guess you are, because it's there highlighted.
Actually, you know what it would have been a Frasier, wouldn't
like
it?
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Wasn't sure if you're like Trickster or something, but Frasier makes sense.
It would have just had to have been Frasier. I was probably running bloody level 15 Envy. What was that on? I really needed this.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering why you didn't have that before, because I could tell your weapon was deliberately crafted without that, because it's only physical damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, being Servant of Arakali and Frasier makes way more sense.
What else would I take?
I don't know, it's a bit of a hard one.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting.
Like, you could nearly go the power charge one just for, because you have the poisons you inflict with crits deal 20% more. And then like Bloodline, the last one, or...
I do this, and then I
Or
take...
get the instant leech, but instant leech would be less good on Mamba, just because less hits.
Okay. Let's run. We run one back. We run one back with an ascendancy, which is fucking usually pretty huge for the old sake of the build.
Right.
Okay. I feel like elusive wasn't a bad decision. It's just fucking click and screens explode. Did you see that damage? It was even better.
I looked away.
Well, you're gonna have to take my word for it. It was better.
Don't turn your back, don't look away, and don't blink.
My eyes are already starting to hurt. No, doesn't work. Wasn't prepared. Just like in the show. Fuck. I looked over to see that gunshot had been redeemed just as it was going off in my ear sockets. I would suck at a staring competition. It's usually why I don't participate in them. In fact, I don't remember the last time I did participate in one. These runnable. Beautiful. All right, want to see me put my penis in hillock? Hee. No, this one doesn't feel as good. Can you pull
This
your
one's
fucking
rolled.
sword out? $35% increased life. That's about it. But also, I do remember just getting the crit. No, I don't know. Something was real fucky, and like 1 time out of 3 it was amazing, and the other 2 times was like, yeah, that's fine. Probably just the poison crit. Which one landed? I don't know. I can't arm wrestle or thumb war. What do you mean? Just grab the thumb. Fuck the thumb. But if someone wanted a little toe fight... If someone wanted to little toe fight you, they would be dead. My little toes are jacked. What the fuck is happening right now? What is actually happening right now? I feel like I came here to test Spell Sling, Blade Fall, Blade Blast, and I'm now just testing...
Is that actually what the purpose was? Because it appears you've strayed.
Yeah, that's why I picked the, like, just I found an assassin, so I didn't have to do any shenanigans. I could just experience... I mean, obviously, some of the nodes are missing, but I could just, like, look at it in-game and test the build. And now I'm here. Maybe I should throw in a Legion. Should I throw in a Legion for you?
Ooh.
A Legion?
Yeah. See if you have any scarabs to, like, juice it.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. What is... Alright, this may be a bad idea, but we're doing it. I have jackal toes. The size of my big toe. What?
Too much, yeah.
They're actually just big toes? What does this even mean? I use them for balance. Bash them on furniture 1 too many times, now they're perpetually swollen. That's crazy. That's not okay. That's crazy. Sorry, what'd you say?
Don't remember. Oh, you're meant to take the Legion node that makes them respawn.
Yeah,
I guess this is a good idea.
That was effort on still. definitely working exactly how I intended.
Oh wait, you have the Legion respawn node.
Yeah, I have the Scarab.
Oh, it's a Scarab, okay.
Well, that wasn't meant to happen. It's... Fuck, these things are tanky. Ow, ow, ow.
Good save.
Are any, let me turn that off. Alright. Not checking, my little toes are jacked. You can confirm. You can find them on Fate Finder. Give me a sec. 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll be right with you. I will be right with you. Which one? This one? No, this one? This one? This one. Legion monsters in areas can be broken out of stasis multiple times.
Nice.
Increased
Made
difficulty.
sense once I saw him flashing.
What? Yeah. What the hell? The damage on this is so bugged. What the fuck? They keep respawning.
Maybe I should play Mamba chat.
I think it feels awkward because there's like no projectile. There's no, like, everything feels so weird. But like, I definitely remember it not feeling like this. There you go. Is that what you want?
So good.
I clicked once. And now I die. There's so many rewards. Holy fuck.
Yeah, you might die instantly, but that's a different problem.
And normally when I do that, it's because I've like held down my attack too long, killed too many things. Whereas that time, I didn't have a fucking choice. I clicked once. I did. The one thing I didn't like about this was how squishy it was. But I think that's just a matter of gearing. Like, it was never really put the effort into gear. I just put the effort in to make the build work. All right, again. Are we ready? We're ready to go again. Need a good spot. Need a good spot. Need a good spot. Oh, it's so stupid. And this gets better because I think you get more duration on the tree, right? I'm missing... I think I can make it stay up longer.
The Legion.
The Legion, yeah, the stasis.
I think so. Yeah.
I think like at least a few extra seconds. So you get like another few waves around the world. Holy fuck! I accidentally pressed Z. Okay, I pressed it on purpose, but that would have bricked my old computer for sure. We turn the loop back on. Oh, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. It's not, it wasn't Breach League shenanigans. Even Dave thinks it's OP. Even Dave thinks you should play it.
My problem is I really want to play the raised spiders on the Reliquarian. And like it just bricks Mamba because they poison everything.
Yeah. Yeah, you really can't have a lot of poisons.
I might league start something else and roll this.
Wait for a Beano's drop.
Mm.
Wait to drop your Beano's and then be like, well, I guess now's the time. Okay. Is there any chance that this... Oh, I opened the right one. I have no skill tree. So if we manage to run it down here, what's going to be the next best way to get there? Just run straight through here, maybe? Oops. Legion encounters in your map have 40% increased duration. Take increased damage while in stasis. I don't think you don't want no timer, right?
No, you don't want that.
You don't want schism yet. We can take sergeants. We can take, what is this? Just splinters drop as emblems. Emblems, I guess, kind of matter quite a bit. Just this one left? Oh, up here. Additional random reward.
The one where you pick the army too.
Yeah. Or Marikath. Templar or Val? Doesn't really matter, I guess. Additional warhorde. Include generals. We can run all that. Temporarily, at least. Random reward. 2 additional rewards. Yeah, we can take all this as well. And we just keep it super basic still with just Legion, just for the lels.
Yeah.
That's everything. What the fuck is this shit doing in my swamp? What is going? Speaking of Shrek, excited to do your Shrek boss again. We have one more. We have one more.
I killed him so fast last league. I think these scarabs are going to be expensive as.
Okay. This scarab.
The multiple breakout, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be the fucking breach one from this league where I'm mad about how expensive it is. Especially when the Gooner releases his video, we need to have hoarded as many as we can before then.
Amen.
All right, are you ready?
Confirm.
Yeah, fucking so much longer.
This is ridiculous.
All that currency.
You're gonna die.
I'm gonna die something shocking, but instantly dead.
It was funny because I wasn't quite sure because of the delay, but it kind of was instant.
It was instant. I didn't put a great deal into, like, I knew I was dying. I didn't put a great deal of effort into trying not to either. I definitely was. We start at the edge and we work our way in, boys. Okay, chat. Those of you that are new to Path of Exile, this is what we call the 6 portal defense. You have six portals, 6 attempts of a map. And you lose one every time you die, so... I mean, if they're there, you may as well use them. That's what us softcore folks say. Okay, we're running. Oh, we're thin in the pack. Okay. Okay, so we're 3 down. 3 down on 1 legion. Maybe I just run to the next legion. Let's just go. We'll just go get the. What did you describe it as, Jack? Ecstasy. Watching the circle was like ecstasy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Spread that loot. Spread that loot. Spread that loot. Spread that loot. Okay, now we run to the edge of the pack before the timer ends. And then we reapply poison and we run. 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 God fucking damn it. So if you die 6 times, there's no portal. Does that mean you lose the game? It means you get put back into your hideout, like this. And it's basically like when you were a kid and you were sent to the corner. And you just sat there and like thought about your actions and what you did. Because it usually means you've picked up no pixels. No loot was achieved. But usually you've put a lot of pixels into the map to juice it up and make it big. It's kind of like walking into a casino and putting all of your life savings on black and it just immediately hits red and then you've got to think about what you've done. Agree? Like the casino like forces you to think about. He muted. He deafened. So like Arc Raid is when you die and lose your loot. Basically. But like 6 times. Maybe not 6 times. Maybe like 3 times. It's a couple of kits worth. But also not like... It's also not like the loot off your back. So, I mean, you can go again, but... It's like, I don't know how... Sorry. I don't know how it works in Arc Raiders exactly, but like in Tarkov, I think it's pretty similar. But it's like if you went and like spent a heap of time like making or like buying and crafting like a good kit, like a really good kit, and then you walked in there, didn't really see anybody, didn't really get any loot, and then just die, and you just get sent back to the lobby, and then you're sitting there like re-kitting up again with that good kit, or maybe even a worse kit because you can't afford it anymore. And just, like, hating your life. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. We're getting close to pressing Z here, I think. It's weird because some of it's on both sides. I've turned loot filter or like turned loot off and I'm still seeing it. Ready for my mage blood?
Confirm. That would have been sick.
Oh, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, for me, it would have been sick.
There goes Reese's RNG for league start. Holy fuck.
I don't know how to... make this better. Once it gets lower density.
Mamba?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
No, without the parents mark or whatever.
You bring along Harry to get some loot for you. And like just let him kill it.
He's not going to be able to do that. Yo, you have the old school Awaken support gems on that build.
Yeah. Yeah, what are these going for? How does one work this again? Or standard?
Can't believe you're actively setting the league to standard.
Well, I can't believe I have to because Mirage League doesn't exist. I'm surprised these aren't worth. Actually, well, to be fair, these are probably not very expensive ones to begin with, and there'd be that many of them in standard.
Yeah, true.
No real reason to destroy them, so
Feels like multi-strike or something. Maybe it'd be different.
yeah, get your hands on one before they get
Spell
deleted somehow.
cascade, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my build. Some of this gear is like so whatever. This chest could be a little bit better, but so where have we landed? Not really. Not really anywhere.
I feel ya.
Why? Spell Slinger, and then we swap to
Level 80, I would say, is when you like hard swap the initial moving point of this tree.
I'm gonna go
but you're just gonna
crash.
come
My
over
brain
here,
not working.
immediately pick up Mind Over Matter.
Yeah, no,
and
that's
you're
fair.
going to start picking up anything else over here, and then repath to the right side. Then you're
intro.
picking up your suppression,
Yeah, you too,
power
boss.
charge, ghost dance, ES evasion nodes, and all that stuff. And here's our day one character. It's just life and very bad res on gear. Not even a +1 amulet on here. Life and res, a 6-link, but on a really bad body armor, no pre.
I need to watch the showcase and see what the fuck is going on in this build. I don't know if this is helping anyone else, but it's not helping me. No, not really. Flashbang warning. Flashbang warning. Jesus fuck. Winter orb. Is that a spreadsheet? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a spreadsheet simulator game for sure. But it's more of a list, to be fair. Crazy sweaty. What? Spreadsheets? This game is a lot of math. Spreadsheets just means someone
Hey,
else
what's
did
up,
it.
YouTube? I'm Airplane. I'm so excited to share with you what
Hey,
I'll be
dude,
starting
you
for
need to...
3.29.
Whoops.
That's going to be the Stormburst Totem Paraffin, and I'll be playing both the normal Stormburst Gem as well as the Transfigured Gem. That's going to be
Bro
the
needs to chill.
Stormburst of Repulsion.
You want to see a proper
This is one of those
spreadsheet?
builds that I hold, quite close to my heart.
At least this one, they had the
build many,
decency
many
of
times over the past few leagues.
making it a darker background. But these are all numbers for one skill that got changes this league. All of this working out. Now this is spreadsheet. This is too much work for someone else, but all I had to do was click a link. Someone else has done the work for me.
In the recent 3.28 Gauntlet, I league started this, and I was, top.
And the best part is you don't have to do anything with this information because someone comes along and they just tell you which one's the correct answer. And then you're like, happy days, and you just keep going. Nope, that's the wrong one.
10 player out of campaign, was the second player to kill Maven in Gauntlet, where the Stormburst of Repulsion really kicks in. So with this new Transfigured Gem, essentially what it does is that I'm going to be casting at a single spot, and you can see the Stormburst of Repulsion just bouncing across almost the whole screen and hitting probably all the monsters in the whole area.
A stream of a guy watching a guy playing the game. The guy's playing.
At the end game will be summoning 4
Yeah.
totems, and all of these
This is
bouncing
called
around.
Theorycraft Week. There's a whole week of just waiting for the season to start, doing this. And I was getting so frustrated before that I figured I'd throw the stream up because I'll be in bed before my 2-year-old is tomorrow, getting up nice and early, Saturday morning. And then I kind of thought someone would want to play Rocket League tonight, but they didn't. So here I am.
And blasting all the monsters. So what's the key difference is what you just saw, which is Stormburst of Repulsion kind of easily just spreads across. You just summon the totems and it just clears the whole screen, and it fixes the biggest downside, I would say, of Stormburst totems. Although he had extremely...
This one's good for epilepsy for sure. I'm going to bed early tomorrow for Saturday. I'll be up about 3 a.m. Saturday, so there'll be no... I won't be playing any games or stream tomorrow night. Yeah.
Target, I would say S tier in terms of damage, but it really fell short. Probably C or D tier when it came to clear for the normal Stormburst Gem. In a softcore trade setting, that's never going to cut it, and I've never really league started in softcore trade. This skill is mostly really good in terms of like HC environments and yeah, pairing with the decoy totems excelled really well there, or SSF environment which required.
Well, this isn't a vibe. This is not a vibe. Jesus Christ, just... Alright. Maybe I do just start a... Actually, you know what? Let's do... What was that? Good old Facebook. Blade Fall. Blade Blast. I think Spell Sling will be in here. Let's see what we get. There is too many pixels in my life. It's official. Way too many. Way too many. There we go. That one will do. That one will do. Spell Slinger, Spell Cascade. Crit. Damage. What's the other crit one called? Strikes. That one. Cruelty. And then this we can just take off everything, do some Blade Blast, Spell Slinger. Ethereal weapons rain from the sky. From a non-wand. So let's do Frenzy. We need something. Oh well, that'll do for now. We need to do something not so crazy before we die. One second. Need a... Probably anything, actually. Okay, now it's working. No mana. That makes sense. Let's do a low tier. Something a bit easier. Bit easier to see the damage. Trying to remember how the new everything works. Hello, kitten. Interesting. Considering everything's level 1, I feel horrible. And nothing is set up for this either. Still no mana either. Don't hate it. Alright, now we're back to the drawing board. Wasn't awful. All of that's making sense. Death marked and sickle infusion. Okay. This is still not using anything decent on the skill tree. So be clear. I may have hurt myself more here. That's already much better though. Maybe I just commit to doing the whole lot. Thank you. I clicked the wrong... I went to unmute, but apparently I was already unmuted. I have come up with 0 ideas on what to actually play. So not well. It is not going well at all. How about you? You know what you're playing? Doesn't feel horrible. Just slapped on some blade blast shenanigans, Spellslinger. Just to see. Literally like 0 gear, running it in a tabby. Was in an ad, so missed the last 30 seconds. Oh, sorry. I'll just start from the beginning, because there wasn't a lot said. But I've had 0 luck coming up with a plan on exactly what I want to play. I've just slapped on some Blade Fall and Blade Blast on 0 gear, just to see. Just to see if I like the playstyle on Spellslinger. But I just don't know. I'm trying to avoid just falling into the, like, Winter Orb Elementalist. Even just the Elementalist trap. I want to try and avoid golems. So, I'm pretty stuck. Kind of excited to try the new... I'm doing Blade Blast of Unloading Whiz. 1 second. A spell damage in an area around you. If you have a blade... Oh, yeah. Okay. That does sound 80% more area effect per blade vortex, blade detonated. Interesting. Does someone have a build up for this that has some gameplay? Has 10% base crit and 100% more area per BV now. Like in the patch notes. Sabo ones. What am I doing? And then Bladefall. Where did it go? I did the wrong one. It's Blade Blast. Disregard. 1 second. I was like, what am I doing wrong? But that'll do it every time. Previously 80. Everything is just... It's such a weird league because everything's been buffed, but like everything's been buffed kind of equally. There's like a bit of crit chance here, bit of... Got the build of the week from 2 years ago if you want me to drop that in here. Yeah, go ahead. I don't think I have any blocks on links. So far, so good. Oh shit. This is like an actual build of the week.
Okay, hear me out. Circles.
Wow.
Today we're looking at Primave's Blade Blast Saboteur. It uses a new transfigured version of Blade Blast to unleash beautiful, murderous circles. Welcome to Build of the Week.
Jesus
I'm Evan
Christ.
from Grinding Gear Games. Blade Blast is a spell that works in tandem with other gems. Casting Bladefall or Ethereal Knives leaves blades on the ground.
But this isn't even the
They
old
detonate
qual,
with
right?
Blade Blast. However, this league we released Blade Blast of Unloading.
Disregard. I spoke too soon.
Transfigured version of the gem that works with Blade Vortex instead. Blade Vortex builds up stacks of spinning blades around our character. Blade Blast of Unloading can then be used to detonate those blades in sequence.
Let's see what.
Additionally, casting Arcanist Brand as their duration depletes. If you're a gamepad player and you're wondering how the heck to bind something to left click, we will have a solution for this next league. So we have
Rip the left click.
but how
Am
do we
I right?
make them
I
murderous?
miss being able to bind stuff to the left click.
The trick is more circles. Tiny little ones. Power charges are a fantastic idea for this build because they are an efficient way to invest in critical strikes. Primeva is using Relikesh's Impatience. These nifty minions take any triggered spell like Blade Vortex that our Arcanist Brand is casting and they cast it instead. And since there's two of them, the spell is essentially duplicated. With Blade Vortex, this means
This
that
is
there's
such an
doubling the
interesting
number of
build. This is like so off meta that no one's talking about it. I love it. This is the kind of stuff that I was trying to think of.
blades we get per brand activation. However, the secret source, as Primeva calls it, is the brand recall skill. When used, this recalls and activates all of our brands at once. So if we have 5 brands active, it will activate 5 times, doubled by our trigger bots to provide 10 stacks of Blade Vortex. All we have to do now is bind brand recall to left click, occasionally casting Arcanist Brand as their duration depletes. If you're a gamepad player and you're wondering how the heck to bind something to left click, we will have a solution. Has clearly demonstrated how powerful transfigured gems can be with a little creativity. Not only that, but he's also outlined several versions of the build for different budgets and preferences. One such version focuses on Impale, while another focuses on cold damage, so you can freeze your foes with that massive AoE. Thanks to Primeva for his contribution. Be sure to check out his build guide, linked below. If you'd like your circles to look as cool as these, here's the microtransactions we used in this video. See you next time.
Be even stronger with the new FF for Assassin. Like well, the Forbidden Jewels, yeah, Forbidden Flame, Forbidden Flesh, yeah, thank you. I was like, with Assassin for the, yeah, no, for sure. I got to go for about 45 minutes, but I'll be back on. So it's nearly midnight where I'm from, so I will be going to bed soon. But thank you for hanging out, and thank you for the follow as well. I might be on at some point tomorrow if I haven't come up with a decision. If not, it'll be half an hour before League launch on the weekend, praying that I just pick something good. But thank you so much for the follow and hanging out and the build idea. No, that's not the right one, is it? This one. Hey. Now grants chance bifurcates. Yeah, this would be intense. This would be intense. They haven't done any new changes, have they? Blade Fall of Trathis now has 140% effectiveness of added damage at 20. Previously 120, and now deals 634 to 951. Interesting. Another blade fall. Once activated, continuously spends mana to cause volleys of ethereal weapon. Target a separate enemy in the volley area if possible. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I think we might call it there anyway. I'm starting to get a headache from thinking too much. It's not good for me, that thinking. But really appreciate everyone hanging out, having a chat, throwing out some ideas. And yeah, good luck choosing your own builds. And I will see you on, I guess, League launch. Yeah, good.